We're new at this. Give us a shot.
It ain't all sunshine and palm trees, ain't it?
You guys don't understand.
If your girlfriend doesn't get you a grinder for Valentine's Day, is she even your girlfriend?
Hi, my name is Kenna, and this is Jay. We live aboard our Choi Lee offshore 41. Her name is Sitka. Currently, we are sailing and exploring our beautiful home here on Vancouver Island in British Columbia, Canada. I'm new to sailing, but I'm learning and loving it more and more each day. Jay, on the other hand, was born a salty sailor. As he takes me under his wing to get ready to sail around the world, join us on our adventure of falling in love with the beauty of life and the wonders of each other. Welcome to the story of us, and welcome to Sailing Sitka.
Turn back around, and the moment has been stolen. You make magic out of nothing, you make my fears go away. But who will make the world?
Say hi, my love.
I'm in love.
Good morning, and welcome back to another episode on Sailing Sitka. We start off this episode with a 6-hour road trip to meet up with our newest crew member. Comox, BC is filled with beautiful scenery, consisting of Snow Peak Mountains and of course our favorite, vast blue ocean. Before we introduce you to Sitka's newest addition, we will show you what we've been up to for the last couple of weeks and how we are preparing the boat for a comfortable offshore sail. Stick around.
Starting to work on the cockpit. This thing's about to meet exhibit as well. It's gonna go pimp my ride. We don't need these winches anymore. These cleats, none of that. It's gonna get a spruce up.
Let the cockpit project begin.
So right now I'm just in the process of taking all the trim pieces off here in our main cabin and gonna remove the liner so that we can access to these bolts here that are holding the 2 winches and the 2 cleats that we no longer need on the coach roof, and then we'll fill those holes. We'll remove those, drill them out a bit, tape the bottom, fill them with thickened epoxy, and then put some fairing, and then we'll be able to paint that area and be able to use it for better stuff because those are useless. Oh yeah, filming with one hand and unscrewing with the other hand. What we do for YouTube. Alright, so taking the winch off. So it just has a little Allen screw in there that I removed. You can see down there it's pretty grubby on that one. Last one.
So we're using West System epoxy. So it's pretty straightforward. It's just 1 pump for each. And this doesn't need to be pretty because I'm going to be sanding and fairing this whole area. I'll try to reduce the amount I have everywhere, but I'm not too worried right now about it being pretty. I just want these to be filled. Finished up and nice too.
So I'm just gonna sand here, sand all these areas that I filled with epoxy, and then there'll be fairing added on because obviously you see it's not flush anyways. And I'm gonna sand back to fiberglass because I'm gonna build a nice trim area that's gonna hide all these little imperfections, and it's gonna act as a little fiddle wall to hold whatever stuff we end up putting here, because there won't be any winches here because we got this winch and that winch here. And then on the other side we have our primary, and I just ordered another little Anderson 18 here, so our main sheet's going to be on a winch on either side, and then we'll have a winch just for the furling line. Alright, so then this part here, and now we're gonna do this part here. Alright, so just finished grinding that all back to glass. So this is where I'm gonna have a nice little, basically a little retainer wall that's gonna go around. It's gonna hide all the imperfections back there and keep all the things we're gonna store up there in place. So Kenna's about to grind down back to fiberglass this area here that I just marked. So basically it's going to be the same as here. So she's going to grind back like that, so we can build a little wall here, and it's going to hide all these little gross imperfections there. And it's going to, whenever we store stuff here, it's going to prevent it from going and flying over. You excited, hon?
So excited.
Whoop, whoop.
To the Dodger.
Mother.
Yeah, this Velcro gets heated. I've built these little barriers on either side. So there's one on the port side and one on the starboard side. So this one was a bit more complicated because I wanted to do more curves to hide our shore power cable and where we'll hide stuff, and it hides all the imperfections from behind. So this is 8 pieces that are all now looking like one almost. This is like the third or fourth coat of fairing on this side. I think I'll get away with only 2 coats on this side because I only used 2 pieces of wood and actually spend more time working on the wood, which I should have done here. So I'm using the orbital sander to sand the epoxy fairing and the multi-tool in places it can't go in, and then by hand for the rest. So I don't know, how many hours do you think I spent on this?
Days.
Yeah, so it's a lot of work that you don't really see when you're not doing it, but it takes a long time to do those little nifty things, but it's gonna look good in the end, and we're gonna have a solid product.
It's always in the best spots possible. This isn't too bad, but the battery compartment, obviously even the smallest socket didn't fit, so I had to use a wrench, and then you have like 1/8 movement, so it takes forever. But I'm excited to get that main sail track out of the way. We don't use it anymore, just a place where water pools all the time in the cockpit and gets our seats wet, so I'm gonna raise that up. I'll show you what I mean in a bit here, and then fill that with some epoxy and fiberglass, and then it's all gonna be smooth and no more stagnant water in there. These never leak though, which is good, but we don't need them anymore. So while we're doing the whole remodel of the cockpit, decided to get everything done. And now Kenna's giving me that look. That means I'm rambling on. So sayonara. There's always one. There's always freaking one who doesn't want to listen. I guess that was me as a kid, but now it's my time for paying. There we go. That should do it. There we go. And this is this whole grossness. So what I meant by filling is from here, this whole area is going to get filled, so it's going to be flush, and from here, this whole area is going to get filled and it's going to be flush. Here I'm going to leave this area here because I'll put a little support here and a support here where we can drop a piece of marine grade plywood here and then turn this cockpit into a giant bed. So basically what I do is I drill, if I drill that's just a tiny bit bigger to get all the old sealant out of there. And once that's done, I use this bit. And that's just to chamfer the edges like here so that the epoxy has some new glass to grab onto. As you can see, there's a difference here. It's chamfered versus here. Alright, now it's going to be a good acetone scrub and then mix some epoxy and we'll fill those holes up.
We're not sponsored by this coffee brand, but we would like to. And with system, please. Please. So what you doing, him?
Sanding it down.
So basically, what Kenna's doing right now is sanding this back to glass, and same thing after this on this side. Clears for the sun. So basically, this is where our main track used to be, and we're gonna fill this up so there's gonna be no more void anymore, so water won't accumulate there. This will leave at this level because we're gonna add a little section here so we can have a plate across here and make it a giant bed. While Kenna's doing this, I'm sanding the entire cockpit floor, getting it ready for primer. So yeah, are you having fun? If your girlfriend doesn't get you a grinder for Valentine's Day, is she even your girlfriend?
Alright, so today I get to use my new grinder that Kenna got for me for Valentine's Day. So I'm gonna use that to bring this down. So I show you there's a bit of a lip, so I could sand that, it would take forever, so I'm just gonna use 40 grit flap disc. It's gonna take 2 minutes. Flatten that out, sand that, fill this with thickened epoxy, then we'll be ready to glass this area in and then add some fairing and make it all pretty. Let's get going.
Alright, so as you can see, this was really a minute of work, not even. And yeah, this thing fucking beat through it. Like, perfect now, so now we're gonna do the same to that side.
So we wanted to go sailing Easter weekend, hopefully having the cockpit project finished by then, or parts of it I should say, and I just need to show you why we are a little bit delayed on that. Here we go. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it's like slushy snow right now, and it's April 12th is when I'm videoing this. And as you can see, the cockpit is just filled with water. It's a little bit of a delay in our project mode, but we will make do. Finally, the moment you have all been waiting for. Let's meet the newest crew member, Wilfred.
It's time for your watch. No, not you, hun. Wilfred! It's time for your watch, baby! Let's go! We got the hydrovan! We got the wind vane! You guys don't understand. You guys don't understand. They don't come up often. I've been looking for 6 years. 6 years for this wind vane. Because I want a hydro vane, but they're insanely expensive. They're like $10,000 brand new, Canadian. And we just got one for $5,700. And it's been used for 1 year. And then it's been taken off the boat, and it's got a brand new rudder, brand new shaft, brand new everything, basically, and a bunch of spare parts. So it's up in Comox, and I just got the message, like right now. It's 7:57, and yeah, that's fucking dope. This is my friend Wilfred. I've been searching for
Your best friend.
for 6 years.
Yeah.
He doesn't eat, he doesn't sleep, and he doesn't complain, and he's gonna steer us all the way around the world.
Aw.
And that's Wilfred's body.
Laying down.
Yeah, right there. That's Wilfred's brain. That's Wilfred's legs. And Wilfred's arms and internal organs are in these bags. That's right. Bye! So that was the Cockpit renos, and now you've met Wilfred, who you're going to have to see more of because we're going to do an install video too in the upcoming weeks. Yes. And stay tuned next week as we finalize the cockpit, install the winches, and finalize everything that has to do with a running rigging, as well as painting and making it all look pretty.
And I just want to say thank you.
I had to nod her so she knew when to talk. We're new at this. Give us a shot.
I want to say thank you to the people who are taking the time to leave us a comment and just show their support to us. It means the absolute world. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and just follow our journey.
Share it with your friends.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Next week on Silent Sitka.
So right now I'm painting the wall of China. So I'm just using some spare fiberglass that I've had from the Dodger. Look at this shit.
It has not registered in my brain that we are actually sailing to Mexico.
Honey, come out of your hobbit hole. Show people what you actually do. Honey, are you hiding in the head to eat bread?
Stop. It ain't all sunshine and palm trees, ain't it?
Honey, there's a fire alarm. What do you do? What do you do? There's a fire alarm. Come on, this is not a drill. There you go. Where's the next one? Where's the next one? Where's the other one? Oh, that's 5 points for Gryffindor.